Imagine the life of a global superstar adored by millions with hit songs, sold-out concerts, and endless fame. Now, picture the same star, Liam Payne from One Direction, ending his days in a tragic fall from a Buenos Aires hotel balcony. The news shocked fans worldwide. How did things spiral out of control for someone who seemed to have it all? Today, we're going to dive into the final moments, the overlooked signs, and the haunting details that led up to Liam Payne's sudden death. Get ready, because this story is one you won't forget. Just a few days before his tragic end, Liam was vacationing in Argentina, supposedly enjoying a getaway with his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy. What was initially meant to be a 5-day escape stretched into a 2-week stay. According to those around him, he seemed to be in good spirits. Liam even attended a concert by his former bandmate, Niall Horan, just hours before everything changed. Imagine seeing someone seemingly at peace, then learning they were gone the very next day. Hours before his fall, Liam was reportedly acting erratically in the hotel lobby. Witnesses say he was pacing, almost as if he wanted someone to notice him. There's something chilling about this behavior. Hotel staff described him as increasingly agitated, his mood shifting from relaxed to unpredictable. He even smashed his laptop in a burst of frustration, an unusual act for someone known for his calm demeanor. Staff had to escort him back to his room after his outburst. Can you imagine the concern that must have filled the room? Shortly after, hotel staff made a desperate call to emergency services, describing Liam as off his head. They told the dispatcher they were worried he might hurt himself, especially given that he was staying in a room with a balcony. This wasn't a casual concern. It was a genuine fear that something bad was about to happen. Just imagine if someone had been able to reach him in time. But by the time responders arrived, it was too late. As investigators arrived, they found signs that painted a tragic picture. His room was in disarray, with overturned furniture, broken items, and drug paraphernalia scattered across tables. A white substance, possibly drugs, was found on the bathroom floor and counters. What was once a luxurious space had turned into a scene of chaos and despair. Even though he'd been seen smiling days earlier, it's clear there was turmoil beneath the surface. This room, once a place of rest, had become a heartbreaking snapshot of his last moments. It's reported that Liam might have attempted to leap into the hotel's pool from his third-floor balcony. Whether he intended to jump or simply lost his balance, we may never know. What we do know is that he fell over 45 feet to the ground below, where paramedics later declared him dead on the scene. The image of him in those final moments leaves so many questions unanswered. Was he attempting something reckless, or was it just a tragic accident? So let's break down the signs that many believe could have hinted at this tragic outcome. Could these warning signs have saved him if noticed earlier? 1. Sudden mood changes. Liam went from enjoying his time with his girlfriend and attending a concert to intense frustration and agitation. These drastic mood changes are often red flags, especially for someone with a history of mental health struggles. If those around him had known, could they have intervened sooner? 2. Visible desperation in the lobby. Witnesses reported him behaving erratically, almost begging for someone to notice him. When a person appears desperate for attention, it's usually a call for help. Could someone have spoken to him or offered support in that moment? 3. Self-destructive behavior. Smashing his laptop in a public space was an unusual act of frustration, especially for a seasoned celebrity. This wasn't a normal reaction, and it might have been a sign of deeper turmoil. Destruction of personal belongings can sometimes be an outward expression of inner pain. This was one of the most alarming signs. 4. The urgent 911 call. Hotel staff placed a call to 911, clearly concerned for his safety. When the emergency line is called out of fear that someone might harm themselves, it's a serious situation. Staff expressed that he was off his head and could be a danger to himself, yet no immediate action followed to ensure he wasn't alone. 5. The chaotic state of his room. The disarray of his hotel room was not a usual sight for Liam, someone known for his orderly behavior. Overturned furniture, broken items, and drug traces hinted at a person in the midst of a crisis. This kind of self-destructive scene raises questions about his mental state and whether anyone had tried to reach out to him. Each of these signs is hauntingly clear in hindsight, yet none were enough to change the outcome. We're left wondering, could any of these signs have been averted if more attention had been paid? In the wake of his death, tributes from friends, family, and fans have poured in. His former bandmates, fellow musicians, and even those who knew him from his earliest days have expressed their grief. They remember him not only as a pop star, but as a kind, charismatic person who brought joy to so many lives. Liam's impact goes beyond music. He was a son, a father, a friend, and an inspiration to countless fans. As fans continue to gather outside his hotel, singing his songs and paying their respects, his legacy grows. Liam Payne's life was more than just a series of hit songs. It was a journey marked by highs and lows, successes and struggles, love and loss. He leaves behind a legacy that will resonate with fans for years to come. As we reflect on his final days, we're reminded of the importance of looking out for one another, of recognizing the signs, and of being there for those who need it most. If you found this video meaningful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more stories like this. Hit the like button if Liam's story touched your heart, and let us know in the comments what you think of this tragic story. Together, we can remember the joy he brought to the world and learn from the silent struggles that he faced. Thank you for watching.